Being betrayed, also known as sick and cute, sick and pretty, or any of her multiple other aliases. However, for this video, I'm just going to be referring to her as Ray to avoid an infusion, as that's her actual name. Now, Ray is a woman that needs no introduction. She's been glued to Discord, Roblox, TikTok, and Twitter, consistently posting throughout the entirety of her teenage years. She first began to gain notoriety in 2020. It's since this time that Ray's been known as the poster child of comgirls. Now, if Handy still isn't ringing any bells for you, maybe this famous disco cool of hers will jog your memory.
Leading me on, if you don't want to be with me ever, then just fucking tell me that! Just fucking tell it to my face! It's not that fucking...
Now you may be wondering, why am I talking about Ray? I mean, there's been hundreds of exposés and Twitter groups dedicated to spreading her misdeeds, applauding on her downfall. After all, after she began posting on Fancy the day of her 18th birthday, she became a dead topic in the online community. However, I'm talking about her because she's recently came back to TikTok and has been attempting to rebrand herself, which, as you will see, hasn't worked whatsoever. Viral is the literal definition of your digital footprint coming back to haunt you. Ray came back to TikTok under the alias Dumbfar and began posting content about her pet snakes. However, most people began noticing who she was, and she realized she couldn't outrun her past. She made a 20-part series on how she had reformed. So basically, it was 20 10-minute clips on TikTok of her ranting about being addicted to her phone and not being in control of her actions. The surprising bit, though, was that she denied the racism allegations, claiming that all screenshots were fake, which is interesting because there's a photo of her doing the hail, you-know-who salute on cam. However, this is where the situation becomes a bit more interesting. After trying desperately to reinvent herself and push out the agenda that she had changed, new screenshots of her being racist, as well as tweets of her promoting eating disorders, began to resurface. At first, she privatized her comments, thinking she could drown out the negative feedback, as well as her past coming back to bite her on the ass. But unfortunately, to nobody's surprise, it didn't work. It's then that she began to fully revert to her old ways and go back to posting edgy thirst traps and makeup that makes her look a little too Asian for society's liking. Ray really is a cautionary tale of what happens when you don't manage your online presence. Now, whenever you search her name, her past as an edgy calm girl team will always be there to haunt her. And judging by the screenshot, it clearly does not help in the modern dating world.